Alright, after the long wait, it's finally here. Yup, it's the return of the third big balloon parade. So this will be the third big balloon parade. I know we've waited a long time for this, but looks like we're getting ready to go. Alright, here we go. Leading this float here is this guy here. It's riding on gang float. Followed by our all new Golden Star Trio. Now, of course, we all know Sesame Street, right? It's Ernie in his little car. But he's leading in an all new balloon, making his debut in the parade. Please welcome Big Bird from Sesame Street. Big Bird here is a very tall balloon. As you can see, he's looking really good. He's sponsored by the Sesame Workshop, and he's on his way to having a great debut. And he's been around for almost 50 years. I mean, more than 50 years already. Can't you believe that? Soon he'll be having that big 55th anniversary. Can't believe he's been around for that long. Big Bird is an icon, and it looks like he's going down. Alright, and there's still more to see at Sesame Street with their new series Mecha Builders, which has Elmo, Abby, and Cookie Monster, all as like these robots. So go check that out if you want to see it. Alright, as we continue on with this parade, now here comes our first big float. This giant, nice little woodland house. I think it looks really nice and cozy to live in. Alright, here come the pumpkins. Then get an all new novelty balloon here. It's not than the acorn. The one, the only acorn. No one's here to go chase this nut down the parade route, which is good. So it could go fly up on its own. Alright, here comes a little speeding car. Leading in some few familiar balloons in this parade. It's none other than the Goofy Gumdrops, who made their debut in the parade last year as these cool, weird, cartoony balloons. And look at them go. They're flying very, very good. And you gotta just love their cartoony expressions. We got another little car zooming by here. There it goes. Leading in the Shape Sphere. Another big balloon parade novelty balloon. Alright. Coming up on its way is the little bathtub car. Isn't that cool? Right, leading in another very familiar novelty balloon, Wiggle Worm. Wiggle Worm looks like it's gonna be wiggling more easier down the route today, so that's very nice. Look at it just wiggle wobble down. Alright, there it goes. Then again, this other float here passing by. And finally, after that, it's leading into our next giant balloon, who has a very familiar face, and I think we're all familiar with him. It's none other than Mickey Mouse, sponsored by Disney. Of course, Mickey Mouse has been the face of this heavily iconic company for more than 90 years now. So, of course, he's an icon. You cannot forget about Mickey Mouse. Look at him go. He's huge. And, you know, you could go catch up on Mickey being a very iconic character on his whole series and stuff. And of course, Mickey never runs out of merchandise. He's that iconic. Like, probably one of the most iconic cartoon characters of all time. Probably even the greatest. Because Mickey is a legend. Alright. There he goes. Alright, here's some very familiar looking faces. It's Charlie Brown and Lucy on a Snoopy's Doghouse float. But of course, where is Snoopy? Well, that's obviously because Snoopy is right behind them. I mean, just look how big he is in his astronaut suit with his big helmet. Snoopy, of course, is an icon and another memorable legendary character. Of course, Snoopy's had many different stuff here. He's being sponsored by he's being sponsored by Peanuts, of course. So look at him go as he's waving hello. And it looks like he's had a bit of an incident, but don't worry, with the power of blue magic, he could rise back up and say hello. Oh, he's one of the biggest balloons too. Alright, there goes Snoopy. And go check out Snoopy on Apple TV. Where he's got his own little show. So very cool, Snoopy. Alright, there he goes. Alright, here comes the playground. This playground floor here is very cool too. And standing up very tall. It looks very fun to play in. But alright, we gotta get up to our next balloon. He's a very wimpy kid. Yep, none other than Greg Heffley of the Dive Wimpy Kid series. Now, if you take a look, Greg is huge and he's a very tall balloon. He's ready to go. He's had many different books. Basically a whole series. And he's coming to promote his new book, which should be coming by November. And it looks like he's going to be focusing on his older brother, Roderick, as well. That's really cool to see from this wimpy kid. Greg's been around for us for such a long time. So, yeah, way to go, Greg. He's also a very big balloon too. I think one of the parade's biggest balloons, if I'm correct. Right, there he goes. Alright, here's his guy riding on his little rocky float. It's rocking up and down. Alright. See another new balloon's coming up behind his car. Who is that's than this balloon here? The very hungry caterpillar. Look at him. He's one of the more smaller balloons in our line, but he's still the longest of the giant character balloons. I mean, look how huge, look how long this is. That has to be held by 2 strings. So he's got to wiggle his way down to the very hungry caterpillar. Of course, it's probably one of the most iconic children's literature books to be known. I think he's looking very nice today. But of course, he stands up really tall and he's really huge too. I mean, just look how long are the sides. If this thing was looking up, it would be very long. So yeah, the very hungry caterpillar here. He's looking very nice. He's making his great big debut. Standing long and tall. Alright, he's got to wiggle his way down. See, it's kind of got him into some problems, but at least he's doing good. Alright, up next is this very nice looking garden. I think this float's supposed to be in the art position, but hey, at least that's something different for a change. Seeing us into our next big balloon. Who is this? None other than Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty, of course, normally says hello, but she's a very big balloon too, if you look at it. Just look how tall she is. I mean, she's one of the more smaller balloons in this parade, but of course, she's very big and not how small she always is. I mean, of course, you can never have too many friends, she says. So she's going to fly down. I think she's looking very nice today on this big day. Alright, Miss Kitty is just going down the parade route. It's one of the cool big balloons. So there she goes. Alright, who is this? It's Mario. He's riding on his little mobile. I think it is all new cool looking pirate ship. It's like a steampunk pirate ship float. Look at it. And there it goes. I mean, that's really cool that it even spins. Alright, let's bring in something big and all new. This is none other than Chase from Paw Patrol we're talking about. A new giant character balloon. He's still a bit small too, but of course Chase is always on the case down in Adventure Bay. Whenever you need help, he'll be there, along with the rest of his trusty pals. And he's one of the really cool balloons too. I mean, look at Chase go. Alright, but of course no job's too big, Pup is too small, which is just the main trace from this iconic kids show that is loved by kids all worldwide. So Chase is coming from Adventure Bay with his big day. Alright, there he goes. Alright, we're almost done with the first half of the parade. And here comes a little piggy car. And the Angry Birds float with Red on him. And Red probably always is angry, but I think he's happy to be here today. What do you think? Alright, we got this Star Wars thing. And of course when you see that, you know what that means. Alright. Yeah, there's a Razor Crest novel, right? And there he is, Grogu, also known as Baby Yoda. Of course, The Mandalorian has been a very iconic show recently. There's a Razor Crest now. Yeah, but it's been a very iconic show recently. Just probably because of this little guy. But there's more Star Wars projects coming up now. The whole new series is recently having characters such as Boba Fett. And yeah, recently to Obi-Wan Kenobi. So there's more to the Star Wars universe that there's going to be. But of course Grogu here is an icon too. I think one of the new more popular faces in the Star Wars franchise. Just look at him go. Well, being a crowd pleaser as usual, Grogu. Right, look at him. Grogu is also a very big balloon. I mean, look at those big pointy ears. But of course, y'all know him as Baby Yoda, Grogu, whatever y'all want to call him. But right there he goes. He's also the final character balloon before the half part. So we're almost done. Alright, looks like we've kind of made a half part with whatever this is. Here it goes. Leading in a few novelty balloons, like these two yellow stars here making their debuts. Followed right behind by the smiley face. He's kind of having some trouble, it looks like. He's like concerned that he's tilted to one side. And also kind of having some trouble with those two spheres. They're all flying down together, making a half part units coming down. So, just like that, we're done with the first half of the parade. Now get ready for the second half, featuring the rest of the balloons that we haven't seen yet. And also two new character balloons. So get ready for them.